Glastonbury is the biggest festival in the world. It is the pinnacle of festivals for any music artist. And in 2019, Dave was given the privilege of performing there. Coming off the back of his album Psychodrama, Dave was arguably the most famous rapper in the UK. But he would not be the reason this performance went down in history. Instead, a fan who he picked out the crowd came on stage and stole every headline. Dave isn't just a UK rapper, he's in most people's eyes the greatest UK rapper ever. And at only 21, he took to the Glastonbury stage to perform in front of thousands. During his set, he performed the track Tiago Silva. Tiago Silva is a song Dave made with another rapper, AJ Tracey. And during Dave's sets, he'd often get fans out of the crowd to come on stage and perform the song with him, where he'd perform his parts and the fan would perform AJ Tracey's parts. And that's exactly what he did at Glastonbury. Whilst he scoured the crowd looking for someone to bring on stage, one kid caught his eye. In a PSG top on his mate's shoulders, Alex Mann would be the fan who Dave brought on stage.
What's your name, lad?
Alex.
Alex had actually already been to a Dave show in Bristol and he witnessed Dave bring someone else on stage.
Seen him perform in Bristol before and he did it then, and I did think that was sick. And I did know that wearing a shirt would increase my chances, and it worked.
This poor guy at the front thought it was his shot. He mounted the barriers, got so close to coming on stage just to be stopped by security and taken back into the crowd. Alex was clearly a little nervous.
Do you want water? He wants water. Let's get him some water.
But soon enough he got over this and got on stage like it was his day job. Dave took him to the side and gave him a little pep talk before the performance.
And then he grabs you and like pep talks you. What was he saying to you there just before the song starts?
They gave me like a little earpiece like that, and then he said, go out there, smash it. If you need any help, just look into my eyes and like I'll help you out.
What Alex didn't mention is that Dave told him to only perform AJ Tracey's parts. In the song, Dave comes first and then AJ Tracey follows after him, but as soon as Alex got on stage, he just went for it.
Let's fucking go.
The crowd went crazy, and in true UK style, they got a wheel up. So Dave took the chance to remind Alex again to only perform AJ Tracey's parts. And you can see Alex kind of heard him. It must be hard to hear shit on stage, but something clicked because on the wheel up, he's a lot more reserved when Dave's part comes on. But as soon as AJ Tracey comes in, he just went wild again.
I'll give a fuck for the old or new. I'll just roll like Blackpool who. Got a couple dead MCs in the grave. Trust me, I'll give it all that too. Man got old and he fucks to the beef. Pretty sure I landed a bang to his teeth. Man will get banged in the face by me, not my brethren. Banged in the face by me. And me, man too tough, we'll see. He will left, right, left, right, left, right, right. Watch out, gonna tell them.
Soon after, it became the biggest story in the country, and Alex went viral overnight, growing from 1,000 to 100,000 followers on Instagram, and from 900 to 170,000 followers on Twitter in the space of a week. And he even got the chance to link up with Tiago Silva in Paris.
Last year, you responded on Twitter when a fan got on stage at Glastonbury Festival and rapped Tiago Silva.
And I had the opportunity to meet Alex and thank him, because sometimes us footballers, we lose the idea of, we don't know actually how far a reach and influence we have. So it was a really happy moment for me.
Dave put him in contact with his management after the performance, and I doubt it was Dave's management, but whoever it was working overtime, because they did what a lot of viral memes do in the UK and went down the exact same path. I mean, take Ferdy. Ferdy went viral the year before when a cyclist drove into him while he was working, and just like Alex, it went viral.
How are you coming fast?
But both of them went down pretty much identical paths. You know, first it starts with the Boohoo Man deal, and then it moves to the absolutely dreadful song that goes on GRM Daily with this overproduced music video that they've clearly just been forced to make.
It's Alex from Glasto. See me on stage with my hat low.
As well as this, he was getting invited to do club appearances and even got VIP at other festivals like Wireless. But at only 15 years old, he realised that a career in the public eye wasn't for him. Thankfully though, he got to go through college without working a day because of the newfound fame and money he got from going on stage with Dave. And after college, he moved on to study law at university. If you haven't already, like the video, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'm new and it will help me out massively, so I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. After the event, Dave and Alex obviously went their separate ways. Dave went on to become one of the most successful UK rappers of all time. But what about Alex? What happened to Alex? Where is Alex now? Well, he's essentially turned into some like rare Pokemon. Finding anything about this guy online is pretty much impossible. Like, spotting this guy out and about is rare, and he clearly doesn't have any intention of keeping his 170,000 Instagram followers up to date. Because after 2019, his next post was in June of 2024, where he was, you guessed it, back at Glastonbury. And not to sound too stalkery, but I could not find anywhere online where he goes to university, but I'd assume that he's still at university studying a degree in law, and he might just need to put that degree to the test, because in 2022 Alex found himself in a tiny little scandal that you probably don't even know about. Alex from Glasto helped launch controversial banned Twitter account Politics for All. Now, when I read this, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was trying to find out if he was still alive, because on TikTok, all the comments just say this guy's dead, bro. So I was searching, trying to find out what he's up to, and this is the only article that I could find about him. So what the fuck is this Politics for All, and what does this guy who performed at Glastonbury have anything to do with it? Well, it's a Twitter page launched in August 2019, founded by then 17-year-old student Nick Moore. He built the page to nearly 500,000 followers at the time of its suspension. Suspension, I think that's the key word there, suspension. If something's being suspended, then something probably isn't right. The format of the account was to relentlessly tweet a combination of breaking news, TV interview, and newspaper article quotations, opinion surveys, and comments from House of Commons discussions. It was known for its use of siren emojis and short snappy tweets to convey breaking news. Politics for All faced criticism and accusations of claiming neutrality while being skewed to the right politically in its coverage, as well as pursuing clickbait headlines. Moore was revealed to be a Conservative Party supporter and Brexit advocate. Now, I can't say I know too much about politics, but what it sounds like is this guy is a bit of a fucking crazy bastard that has this Twitter page where he posts really outlandish political views. And I was reading it thinking, how the fuck does this have anything to do with Alex from Glasto? It was revealed yesterday by Vice that one of the fans Alex gained from his viral appearance at Glastonbury was Mail on Sunday political journalist Dan Hodges, who followed Alex on Twitter in 2019. Soon after, Alex contacted Hodges through Twitter DMs, informing Hodges that his friend, Nick Moore, the guy who created Politics for All, was thinking of starting an internet site for speedy, unbiased political news, and asking if Hodges could provide any help. Hodges agreed and spoke with Moore about setting up the account, which launched that month. And it seems like the account was pretty successful, because in March 2021, he'd already built 43,000 followers on the page, and 2 months after, it nearly tripled to 114,000 followers. Throughout the latter half of 2021, Politics for All was criticised for some questionable activity on social media, such as posting hateful comments in all caps after being denied access to a karaoke event hosted by whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what is going on. I'm still confused. In the end, Nick Moore, this guy who owned Politics for All, he got banned on everything. He had like a football page, he had a politics page, he had this whole like For All franchise, and it all got shut down. And the reason that they've dragged Alex from Glasto into this headline is because they're saying it may not have existed or taken off if Alex from Glasto had not put this guy Nick Moore in contact with this guy from Mail on Sunday. So I'm not sure how big a scandal you'd call it, but apart from headlines from the time it happened, this is the only thing that's on Google about this guy. I looked on everywhere. I looked on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, like, where is this guy? Is he still alive? Was the main one, because all these people were saying he was dead. I'll say allegedly, but I'm pretty sure, 99.9% sure, this guy is breathing and alive. In reality, I think he just took a path away from social media. Like, he struck luck going viral at 15 years old, and he set himself up nicely for college financially. And now it just looks like he lives a peaceful life away from social media, studying law somewhere in the UK. So he got the bag, and he got a fucking cracking story to tell the grandkids.